Morning everybody. I had a visit last Thursday, a couple of days ago, from Nick Gibbs, editor of the Quercus magazine. He brought me some boxwood up and some yew wood. There's one piece. These two pieces here are boxwood and these two are yew. And he gave me a piece of elm as well. I don't use that very often, but somebody will use it. And when he was here, he asked me if this boxwood would be any good. So I said, well, you can't tell what colour it is until you saw a bit off, because you can't tell whether that's partly rotten or spaltered or what. So I saw a bit of, and it's not a bright yellow boxwood, but I will be able to use it. And when it's like this, I shall probably colour, when I've made a plane, colour it with nitric acid. Then you don't notice the darkness of the boxwood. But it's a hard design, it's very old looking, so that was very good. Oh, and also somebody, Instagram, saw a recent video of mine. We were at Carlton's group, and a friend of mine brought one of my 36-inch jointers I made and put it on my table, and it caused a lot of interest. Anyway, this person that contacted us, having seen the video, he makes musical instruments. I don't know who he is, like where he's from, but he wanted to make a 36-inch one. So I sorted this out. He asked me if I'd got a pattern or anything, which I haven't. I drew it on a piece of wood. I've been trying to trace it to send to him, but I couldn't trace it. It doesn't show up enough, I couldn't get the detail. But anyway, I've told him this morning that, in my opinion, a 36-inch jointer has very little use, and it's so heavy and cumbersome. I advised him not to make such a big plane, because they are too big and they are too heavy, in my opinion. So you can't use them on a regular basis. Anyway, it's impressive, the size. I started to cut this out to see if I could trace round it or draw around it for this man, but I can't get the detail. Anything else?
Yeah.
The other day, somebody presented me with about a 9-inch piece of boxwood. Well, I think it was that length actually, but it was on a knuckle joint of the tree, like, and that was one of the surfaces. When I got it, I could see there were knots in it. Anyway, when I cut it up, I was telling this person, you can lose easily 50% of boxwood, sometimes even more. Well, out of all this piece, every bit is useless. It's not big enough for anything. It looked a superb piece of boxwood when I started, but every piece has got imperfections in it, so I can't use it. I could make a few little tiny little billies out of it, but I wouldn't even do that because of the grain. So that's how much you can do. 100% loss of boxwood.